Hey everyone and welcome. If you've ever looked at a box plot in Power BI and thought, what does this even mean? Then you're in the right spot. Today I'll guide you through exactly how to build a box plot in Power BI step by step, and even more importantly, I'll show you how to read it so you can tell a meaningful story with your data. By the end of this tutorial, you'll not only be able to create a beautiful box plot, but you'll also know how to explain what it actually shows, even if you're totally new to data visualization. Let's jump right in. First, we need some sample data to work with. In Power BI, the easiest way is to head to the Home tab and click on Enter Data. You'll want to copy and paste this small table. Each row has a category like A, B, or C, and then a value. Don't worry if you're not familiar with what these numbers mean just yet. What matters is that each category represents a different group, each with its own set of values. Think of category A, B, and C like different classes of students, each getting a series of test scores. Paste that table in, give it a name like Sample Data, and press Load. Now let's start visualizing. In Power BI, standard visuals are great, but boxplots are not included by default. So let's go to the Visualizations pane. You'll see three little dots that say Get More Visuals. Click those dots, then search for Box and Whisker Chart. I recommend the one by MAQ Software, but you can try others as well. Don't worry, adding new visuals is safe and doesn't mess up your report. Click Add to import the visual, and you'll see its new icon pop up in your visualizations list. Drag the box and whisker visual onto your report space. Now for the magic, drag category into the axis field and value into the values field. Give your Power BI a second to process, and voila, there's your very first box plot. If you've never seen one before, it can be a bit mystifying, but don't worry, we're about to break it down. So how do we read this box plot? Each vertical box represents a category, A, B, or C, and the little lines and dots tell us about the distribution of their values. The bold line in the center is the median, which is like the halfway point. Half the values are above, half are below. The edges of the box show the 25th and 75th percentiles. People call these Q1 and Q3 if you hear those terms. That means half the data sits inside the box. The rest spills out to the whiskers sticking out on each side, which show the smallest and largest values that aren't considered outliers. Any dots or marks beyond the whiskers are outlier values. Think of extreme test scores that don't follow the usual pattern. Let's make sense of this with our data. Category A's values range from 10 to 25 and they cluster pretty tightly together. That small box means most of A's scores are close to each other. That's a super consistent or stable group. B is interesting. Its median is lower, the main cluster is at lower values, but there's a big jump with an outlier at 30, way out there on its own, showing that sometimes this category can spike dramatically. Then there's C, which sits higher up with values from 20 to 40 and a wider box. So C's scores are generally higher, but there's also a bigger spread, more uncertainty, more variation. And here's the real power. Boxplots help you quickly compare more than just averages. You can see in a glance which group is more consistent, which is riskier, which has the potential for really high or low values, and where you might have unusual outliers. That's it, you just built a boxplot, learned how to actually read the shapes and lines, and most importantly, you can now tell a quick, insightful story about your data. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you have questions or want to see more Power BI tips, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss another guide, and happy analyzing.